Have you ever heard the scorching heat?
Oh, yes.
Yes. What do you think about scorching heat?
Hot.
Really hot. Last month we had a terrible scorching heat. We couldn't sleep at night, right?
Yes.
And now it's still hot. Anyway, according to Meteorological Administration, we had the scorching heat because of El Nino. You know El Nino already, right?
Yes.
And the opposite is? What is the opposite of El Nino? Is there anyone who knows the answer to this question? What is the opposite word of El Nino? Don't you know? Have you ever heard La Nina? La Nina is the opposite of El Nino. Anyway, let me show you some movie clip about scorching heat. Listen.
폭염특보 시행 이후 처음으로 섬지역을 제외한 내륙 전 지역에 폭염특보가 내려졌습니다. 급심한 더위는 다음 주 중반부터 점차 누그러진다고 합니다.
네, 자세한 날씨 기상센터 연결해서 알아보겠습니다. 주정현 캐스터.
네, 이번 더위 그야말로 기록적인 폭염입니다. 말 그대로 전 지역에 폭염특보가 내려진 건 2008년 폭염특보제가 시행된 이후 처음인데요. 한낮에는 서울을 비롯한 전국 많은 지역이 35도까지 지속됐고 경남 밀양의 경우 사람의 체온보다 높은 37도까지 오르겠습니다. 이 사회적인 더위에 온열 질환자 수도 이로 인한 사망자 수도 나날이 늘고 있습니다. 당분간 낮밤 가리지 않은 더위가 계속될 전망이니까요. 건강관리 잘 해주셔야겠습니다.
So, let me ask you this question. Why should we think green? Is there any close relationship between hot weather and the environment? Maybe we may find some relationship between hot weather and environment. As you see, the Earth is sick now. Okay. What happened to a polar bear? Is there anyone who knows the answer? What happened to a polar bear? This is a polar bear. What happened? You? That's it. Good job. Yes, the polar bear lost his habitat. Then why did he lose his habitat? Is there anyone who knows the answer to this question? Global warming. That's it. Good job. Okay. As you see, the Earth is burning now. We had scorching heat last month because of global warming. We call it global warming. Actually, the third graders in Daewon Girls High School had English debating time approximately 4 months ago, as you know. Right?
Yeah.
Let me show you this movie clip. Like this. The third graders in Daewon Girls High School had some English debating time. Okay. Let me show you some movie clip about this. Listen.
대원여고 3학년생 23명으로 구성된 영어 토론클럽이 지구를 구하자는 주제로 영어 말하기 대회를 열었습니다. 학생들은 한국과 미국, 인도와 중국 등 5개국과 유럽과 남미 대륙의 기후온난화에 대한 입장을 정리해 발표했습니다. 발표에선 각국의 탄소와 온실가스 배출 현황, 에너지 사업 추진 상황 등 기후온난화의 원인과 대처를 살펴보고 교토의정서와 파리 기후협약 등을 바탕으로 한 각국의 환경정책 실태를 다뤘습니다. 이날 말하기 대회는 PPT를 통해 대략적인 발표 주제와 요약 내용을 보여주면서 모든 발표는 영어로 진행되었습니다.
The reason why I show you this movie clip is that you may have some presentation time today, like this. Yes, you know. Here's quiz number 1. When did the Earth Day start? Is there anyone who knows the answer to this question? Raise your hand. When did the Earth Day start? You. Number 1, April the 22nd. Number 2, April the 1st. Number 3, November 11, 1973. What is the answer to this question? You. Which number? What is the answer? Number 2? Is that right? Well, the Good job. Okay. But this is my personal opinion. Even though the real Earth Day is April the 22nd, let's make it everyday Earth Day. This is my personal opinion. And this is the topic of today's class. Let me show you this picture. Last time, we gathered ideas and we made the mind map. We made the team mind map, right? And today, we will have a presentation time with your mind map and poster. And I will check out your 4 skills: reading, listening, speaking, or writing briefly. This is today's lesson objectives. Let's read it together. Lesson objectives number 1.
We are able to understand the importance of environment.
Good job. Excellent. Lesson objectives number 2.
We are able to have our own team discussion and presentation opportunities in public.
Excellent. Good job. Lesson objectives number 3.
We are able to draw each team mind map.
Okay. We already made mind map. Anyway, lesson objective number 4.
We are able to prepare for respective personal journals on environmental problems.
Excellent. Good job. And you will have a class according to these procedures. This is the lesson procedures. Warming up, 4 skills, and strength presentation, and quizzes and conclusion. And this will be the 7th class among 8 periods. Let's check out strength 4 skill first. Reading, listening, writing, and speaking. I will check up your 4 skills briefly. For reading, we will check out grammar and vocabulary. And for listening, we will check out some movie clip. And for writing, we will have some time for summary of team discussion and drawing team mind maps. And for speaking, we will have some time for presentation. You will have your team presentation opportunity today. First, reading. Vocabulary. Look at this question. Fill in the blank with the suitable words. What is the answer to this question? Recovering. This is recovering readily from adversity, depression, or other life. Is there anyone who knows the answer to this question? What is the answer to this question? Number 1, silent. Number 2, inflexible. Number 3, resilient.
Number 3?
Number 3. Number 3. Good job. Excellent. The correct answer to this question is number 3. Read it for me. Resilient.
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 Excellent. Good job. Vocabulary number 2. This is undesirable state of the natural environment being contaminated with harmful substances as a consequence of human activities. What is this? Number 1, pollution. Number 2, infection. Number 3, contamination. You? Is there number 1? The answer is number 1. Excellent. Good job. Good job. Excellent. Good. The answer is number 1. Read after me. Pollution.
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 Yeah. And vocabulary number 3. This is the environment circumstances related to living organism. Number 1, equilibrium. Number 2, ecology. Number 3, energy. Number 2? Yes! Wow! Good job! The answer is number 2. Read it for me. Ecology.
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 Good job. And let's check out useful expression. Open your book to page 16. Open your book to page 16. And you may find this sentence. Buy recycled product. Do you buy things made from recycled material? No. Where by buying recycled items, you can save natural resources. Did you find it? Yes. Okay. So, in this case, we can say like this. Do you buy things that are made from recycled material? Because when past participle modified noun, we can insert relative pronoun and be verb. Right? Okay. Did you learn this grammar? Yes, of course. Let me show you another example. I saw a boy sleeping alone. In this case, we can insert who was, right? Because the antecedent is a boy, noun. Yes. So who was, it can be inserted between boy and sleeping. Then what's the meaning of the first sentence? I saw a boy who was sleeping alone. Is there anyone who can translate this sentence into Korean? Raise your hand. What is the meaning of the first sentence? I saw a boy who was sleeping alone.
Me.
You.
나는 혼자
Uh-huh.
자고 있는 소년을 봤다.
Good job. Excellent. Yes. Really good. Here you are. Okay. And sentence number 2. I read a book which was written by her. 자, in this case, past participle written, modifying noun, book. So, is there anyone who can translate this sentence into Korean language? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay, you.
나는 그녀에게 쓰여진 책을 읽었다.
Good job. Good job. I read a book written by her. In this case, she wrote the book. I read. You did a good job. And example number 3. I have a box which is full of apples. In this case, adjective full plus preposition modifying box. Now, we can insert which is between box and full. Is there anyone who can translate this sentence into Korean language? You.
나는 사과로 꽉 채워진 박스를
Excellent. Yeah, you did a good job. I have a box which is full of apples. Good job. Here you are. Listening. This is the second part of our first case. Listening. I will show you some movie clip about this and try to find the answer to this question. Question. Where does this dialogue happen? Look at your page, printed material, page 11. Open your printed material, page 11. Right? 11. Let me show you some movie clip about this. Listen.
Hi, Daniel. What's up? Nothing much. Where do these bottles go? The bottles go into this bin. The newspapers go into that box. Hey, you even set up a clothes drive. That's neat. Thanks. We're very pleased with it. The clothes will go to the thrift shop in City Hall. Perfect. That's thinking green. If you need some volunteers, count me in. Thanks, Daniel. Can you start tomorrow? After school? I sure can. Would you mind if I brought a friend? Of course not. We're trying to save our environment. The more help, the better. Excellent. We will see you tomorrow at 4.
Okay, listen again. With the big screen. Listen again.
Hi, Daniel. What's up? Nothing much. Where do these bottles go? The bottles go into this bin. The newspapers go into that box. Hey, you even set up a clothes drive. That's neat. Thanks. We're very pleased with it. The clothes will go to the thrift shop in City Hall. Perfect. That's thinking green. If you need some volunteers, count me in. Thanks, Daniel. Can you start tomorrow? After school? I sure can. Would you mind if I brought a friend? Of course not. We're trying to save our environment. The more help, the better. Excellent. We will see you tomorrow at 4.
Okay. Let's check out some quiz about this dialogue. Quiz. Quiz number 1.
Who is speaking in this dialogue?
What is the answer to this question? This time, this will be your prize. Right? What is the answer to this question? Who is speaking in this dialogue? Is there anyone who knows the answer? You. Karam? And?
They are Garam and Daniel.
Karam and Daniel, you did Good job. Excellent. And question number 2.
What's God doing?
What's God doing? What will be the answer to this question? Raise your hand. What's God doing? Nobody knows? Shall we listen again? What is the answer to this question? What's God doing? God is recycling, almost similar.
He is volunteering at the school recycling center.
Yes, in this case you can take this. Almost similar answer. He is volunteering at the school recycling center. And question number 3.
What does Daniel want to do?
What does Daniel want to do? What will be the answer? What's the answer to this question? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. You. Okay, let me check out. The answer is?
He wants to take part in the recycling center.
Excellent. Good job. You did a good job. Yes. Daniel wants to take part in the recycling center. And question number 4.
What does God think about saving the environment?
What is the answer to this question? Is there anyone who knows the answer? You? What is the answer to this question? What does God think about saving the environment? Excellent, good job.
The more help, the better.
Yes, he said the more help, the better. Okay. You did a good job. Excellent. Okay. And this is the question. Where does this dialogue happen? Is there anyone who knows the answer? What is the answer to this question? Where does this dialogue happen? You. Excellent. At the school recycling center. Oh, you did a good job. The answer is at the school recycling center. You did a good job. And this will be somewhat tricky and difficult for you to solve. Let's use our synergy power. Wait a moment. Open your printed material, page 12. Page 12. Okay. Wait a moment. Okay, here. Listen carefully and try to find the answer to this question.
뜨는 내용은 한 번만 방송됩니다. 대화를 듣고 그림에서 쓰레기장의 위치를 고르시오.
Jimmy, will you take out the garbage?
Okay, Mom, but I don't know where the dump is.
Let me tell you. You know where the clock tower is, right?
Sure, I saw it when we got here yesterday.
Good. Just go straight from here to the clock tower and turn right.
Turn right at the clock tower?
Yes. You'll see the information center and a convenience store on the left.
I see.
Take a left turn at the convenience store and you'll see the dump on your right.
I got it. I'll go right away.
Okay, what is the answer to this question? Is there anyone who knows the answer? What's the answer? You? Number 4? Let's check out the answer to this question. Yes! The answer is number 4. How did you know that? Let's check out the script about this dialogue. Okay, Jimmy, will you take out the garbage? Good job. Okay, Mom, but I don't know where the dump is. Let me tell you, you know where the clock tower is, right? Sure, I saw it when we got. Okay, got here yesterday. Excellent. Good. Just go straight. Go straight. Okay. Good. Just go straight from here to the clock tower and turn right. Turn right at the clock tower. Yes, you will see the information center and a convenience store on the left, right. Left, right. Okay. Right. I see. Take a left turn at the convenience store and you will see the gum on your right. Good job. I got it. I will right away. Good. Then this is a second question. Make a full sentence with the following words. I will give you 30 seconds. Only 30 seconds. 그 편의점에서 과일을 하시오. Make a full sentence. Is there anyone? Who is this? Let's give some opportunity for her. Yes, make a full sentence with this word. Take her laptop at the convenience store, right? Yes! The answer is take her laptop at the convenience store. Excellent! Good job. And now it's time for speaking and whining. Speaking and whining. Discuss your team project and try to have for time for your team presentation with your teammates. I will give you 1 minute to talk about your team project. After speaking, summarize what you shared with your teammates based on your team topic. You may prepare for environmental campaign posters, team scrapbook, or team mind map for your team presentation. After 1 minute, you will have your presentation time. Right? Let's begin. Talk about your team topic with your team members. I will give you 1 minute to talk. Let's begin. You can use mind map you made last night. Last time we made a mind map. This is a simple example, and this is a somewhat complicated example of a mind map. When you have your team presentation, you may use your poster, mind map, and something like that. Anything will do. And now it's time's up. Time's up. Now it's time for your presentation. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, and Team 4 will have a presentation time opportunities. Team 1, air pollution. So many people died because of air pollution. Look at this smoke. What comes to your mind when you see this kind of picture? Look. Terrible. Yeah. Okay. Team number 1, come up to the front. Air pollution. It's time for you. Let's listen together. Let's begin.
Hi everyone. Today my team will talk about air pollution. Let me introduce my team members. I am 혜린, 유진, 은지, 영은, 민정, 다은, 서인. At first, let me talk about the contents. The contents consists of 5 parts. Firstly, the definition of air pollution. Secondly, the kind of air pollution. Thirdly, several causes of air pollution. Firstly, problem caused by air pollution. Finally, solution of air pollution problem. Firstly, I will explain the definition of air pollution. Air pollution is pollution by air Destruction of ozone layer means the phenomenon of low ozone layer concentration caused by destruction of ozone stratosphere ozone layer. When the average temperature of the Earth increases, we call such phenomenon global warming. Currently, the need about several topics of air pollution. There are two types of air pollution techniques. One is natural causes, and the other is the artificial causes, volcanic eruption and forest fires causing air pollution, such as sulfur oxide, fine dust, are examples of natural causes. Artificial causes may be melting sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxide, hydrocarbon monoxide, human activities like industry, tourism, development, transportation, and so on. Let's see a little about the caused by the pollution. There's tons of them, but this time tons of them cause of greenhouse gas causes, tons of climate disturbs air pollutions, Pakistan territory of coast fibers, destruction of the young rain, harvest rain, and so forth says due to human pollution and environment, wildlife destruction of the ecosystem, and erosion of the
Finally, let me talk about solution versus problem. The solution were as follows: mostly using public transportation, friendly management, no wheel paint usage, observing car ventilation system, global warming and random, saving electricity, keeping moderate temperature of refrigerator, and so on. Thanks a lot.
Here is question number 2. Which pollution does come to your mind and you see those food? Number 1, soil pollution. Number 2, water pollution. Number 3, air pollution. Look at the picture. Motor, water bottle, green tea, pear, seaweed, garlic, broccoli, tangerine. What is the answer to this question? You. Number 3. Excellent. Good job. Really good job. The answer is number 3, air pollution. These foods are good for our health, especially when we confront air pollution, such as agent dust. We will talk about agent dust later. Okay. Then, what about samgyeopsal, pork, such as bacon? Is it good for decreasing fine dust concentration? No. It is said that pork, such as bacon, is not so good for your health in case of agent dust because this is important. Because fat tends to increase the absorption ratio of harmful material into your body. Anyway, good job. Really good job. Let's go to the next presentation. Team 2, soil pollution, of the fruit. Soil pollution, let's talk about soil pollution. If we pour pesticide into the earth, the soil will be polluted like this. Look at this picture. What a terrible waste it is. Terrible. Now it's time for Team 2, land pollution. Here's your drink. Let's begin.
We will talk about land pollution. And the definition is self-cleaning of the living on soil is caused by carrier factors, reduced soil productivity, consistent changes, stress, towards safety chemicals. Like this, there is acid rain, and there's air pollution or water pollution, and there's a waste like that. Okay, thank you. Let us take the biggest cause of soil pollution. The most serious factor of soil pollution is removal rate is lower enough, which includes more respiration through cement soil. The second serious factor is the pollution by leaking oil chemicals and sulfur, and the acid rain that concentrates waste vegetation and various air pollutants. Also, the amount of close lines and contamination of light and vegetation caused by cross besides, in case reshaped from factories or stop breeding without any primary facilities inflows into cultivated land, we may have lots of pollutant and damage. There are some examples, and this is a foreign case. And this is a picture of the lung cancer accidents, and these are some toxic waste. And so that's why that inhabitant happened. So that I'm so sad. And let us take some nature pieces. One chemical incorporation accident by running a metal refining factory from 1982 to December 1991. Lots of waste from the factory were abandoned at the plant site because of bankruptcy of the factory. COCD lots of chemical which was below the standard level tested at the factory site in Hudson nearby the gold mine site in Congress tourists. Here's some graphs that decomposition period of waste. Decomposition periods of various waste done by us vary from waste to waste according to the kinds of materials. Testing may take even 500 years.
Wow, 500 years.
We use so many papers, and it's like 2 months. And now wooden chopsticks like 20 years. And oh my.
500 years.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
You're insane.
Yeah.
And the problem is, do you know that? One of the greatest mistakes made by modern urban humans is to think about themselves and existing and acting without references to other forms of life. So, however, there is symbiotic relationship between human and soil. We and soil. So, if there is a harmful microbe in soil, plants, the human being will eat the harmful microbe. Oh my god.
Solutions.
Solutions. Oh my god. Oh yes. There is a solutions, but we are so many. So we will talk about some of them. The restrict the legitimate developments that are disregarding natural harmony with the circumstances. Broke down by boiler, overless, and less water soil.
Number 6.
We should use plant qualified cultivation method which absorb and dissolve pollutants.
Number 7.
We should set up eco-friendly pollutant absorbing devices here and there nearby streams.
Okay.
And last, we should dissolve pollutants by creating lots of sea forests and landforms. So this is the end of my team presentation, and thank you for listening.
Okay, wow. For you. Question number 3. Which city is the most notorious city known for solid waste disposal in 2015? Is there one? No answer. The answer is number 2. Excellent. Good job. Good job. Okay. Correct. Yeah. New York is a terrible city. Yes. Good job. You are still doing your best. Okay. Correct yourself. Let's go on to the next presentation. Now it's your turn. Everyone in this class knows Fukushima, Japan. Look at this picture. What comes to your mind when you see this kind of serious picture? Like this. Oh, terrible. Yes. Fukushima, everyone knows it. But nobody, so many people don't care about this. That's the problem. Okay, now it's time for nuclear pollution. Who is reader? Okay, here we go. Let's begin.
Hello everyone, today my team will discuss the nuclear pollution. Firstly, let me explain the definition. Of nuclear power after that advantage and disadvantage of nuclear power. 3 major nuclear power disasters recently condition of domestic nuclear power plants development, and finally the future of nuclear power development in Europe. Overall, what is nuclear energy? Nuclear energy means discharged energy according to transformation of atom nucleus. Nuclear diffusion by which we can make nuclear power plant and nuclear fusion can make nuclear energy. We can't utilize nuclear fusion as energy source yet, but if we are able to use it in the future, we will be provided with enormous energy along with lots of additional benefits.
When we talk about the advantages and disadvantages of nuclear power development, firstly, as one of many advantages, we can cover fuel costs even though we should spend lots of money from the shape of its early-stage construction costs. We can promote the development of science and involve industries. Finally, nuclear power development is effective at the aspect of Earth's circumstance preservation.
As for the disadvantages of nuclear power, we need to spend a lot for the sake of our catalysis construction. Radiation and radioactive waste made during the development would be fatal poison to Earth's circumstance and human bodies. And we need safety equipment so as to manage and treat nuclear waste safely. We need additional cost for building this kind of safety equipment.
Next, let me talk about 3 major nuclear power disasters. Firstly, the U.S. mine disaster in 1979, systems level 5, which belongs to a system from Australia Pacificus. This is managing condition and this is managing situation. Secondly, the Chernobyl disaster, the worst nuclear disaster in the world, happened in 1986. Systems level 7, which means serious loss. This is managing condition and this is managing situation. Finally, the Fukushima nuclear disaster happened in 2011 with event level 7, which means serious accidents left of the Chernobyl disaster. This is managing condition and this is managing situation.
Now, let's talk about current situation of domestic nuclear development. You have only to look at those pictures.
so as to know the names of nuclear plants and its appearance. Finally, let me talk about the future of the nuclear power. The nuclear power development may play three major roles in the future. Firstly, the nuclear power development will play an energy security role in the future. Secondly, the nuclear power development will play the power of net growth and energy importance role in the future. As you know, it is said that nuclear power energy is competitive energy for economics compared to other energy sources. Finally, the nuclear power development will play the countermeasure energy role in changing in the future. Different players will be changing in temperature in the Industrial Revolution. Actually, we have not all climate changes. We may put more importance on nuclear power energy before we find out whether there will be possible energy source in the wind power and solar power.
Okay, here's a question for you. Question number 4. Quiz number 4. Which is the oldest nuclear disaster? Number 1, Japan, Fukushima. Number 2, Chernobyl, Russia. Number 3, 3 Mile Island, USA. What is the answer to this question? Is that one? Raise your hand. Yeah. The answer is number 2. Is that right? No. Well, I don't think so. How about you? You.
3.
Number 3? Yes. Number 3. Good job. You did a good job. Yes, yeah. Okay, go back to your seat. Thank you. You did a good job. And now let's go to the next team presentation. Let's hurry up. We have a little time left. Water pollution. Water will only give up E8. Okay. Come to the front. Look at this picture. Water, terrible. Look. Why did so many fish die?
Water pollution.
Yes, water pollution, because of water pollution. And now it's your turn. Who will okay, hurry up. Let's begin.
There might be a talk about water pollution. Water pollution is a situation where pollutants populate the water because of water chemicals that are disturbed from utilization communicates to the river, lake, and sea. My team will discuss waste pollution. One of major water pollution causes first. Clear water usually covers the sea-to-lake skin membrane area, which prevents oxygen from contacting with the outer atmosphere, so that oxygen shortage cannot manifest. In this case, fishes living in the sea, as well as shellfishes living in the beach, have no choice but to die. The worst oil spillage case is one that happened nearby Alaska offshore in 1989. The accident was the worst case in the world. The second cause of water pollution is wastewater from many factories. Wastewater makes water useless flowing along the river. You can drink some wastewater and can't treat the water in the factory.
Sadly, widespread wastewater causes water pollution. Naturally, child water becomes very easily wastewater. This might solve function so much oxygen in the water, and this is why it comes to oxygen filtration in the water. The red phenomenon are some processes that increase in the water and is not going anywhere in the water. Also, marine fluid filtration is considered to contain which is in we can prevent the red phenomenon temporarily by turning the water into a sea. Microbes dissolve most pollutants in the polluted water. Even though microbes purify polluted water like this, pollutants from oil spillage can be dissolved easily. Furthermore, often stick detergents can be eaten
by germs, so we can't dispose that pollutants or synthetic detergent for a long time. Therefore, when we wash the dishes, we should use eco-friendly detergent instead of synthetic detergent, and we should use shampoo and rinse less. Also, food garbage has to be separated, and we should save the water.
This is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
So, here's a quiz for you. Quiz. Which country has the first formal marine garbage landfill in the world? Is it you? Number 2? The answer is number 2. Excellent. Here you go. Thank you. Have a seat. Good job. You did a good job. Yes. Yes, it was Singapore. And as we don't have enough time left, let's skip quiz. Let's skip quiz part. We don't have enough time left. Anyway, you did a good job. All quizzes you solved are closely related to the environmental problems. Now, let's check out today's assignment together. This is your assignment. Choose one of the environmental problems. Water pollution, soil pollution, air pollution, nuclear pollution. Any pollution will do. Choose one of the environmental problems and draw up your personal journal on its solution. Some of you may have your own presentation opportunities next class. If you have any question, if you have a problem, feel free to call me. This is my phone number. Okay, so today we check out 4 skills briefly. And we have this time for presentation. And I give you some assignment generalization. And next time, we will have a closer time, we will have a rapid time, we will have a personal presentation with your assignment, personal journal. Thank you. This is good job. Excellent. I'm sorry we don't have time for quizzes. I prepared lots of quizzes, but later we will have the quiz time. Later. Okay, thank you very much. And you know, this is my homepage. If you need any data, if you need any material,